Good evening, Facebook friends and family. This is Pat Jones again, talking to you from Galveston County Crusaders Against Breast Cancer. I just want to briefly share with you, I have some very important information that you don't normally hear talked about too much in society, in the media, or around when we're talking about breast health or cancer. So I wanted to invite my daughter, Eileen. She has worked as an RN in the IC unit for about 16 years. I wanted her to share some of her experiences that she's had and while on the unit that may be a very interesting, very much interested to you. So I'm going to turn it over to her so she can briefly share with you some of the things that happen on ICU.
Yeah, so like my mom said, I've been ICU nurse for 16 years. I've worked in several different hospitals, several different cities. Uh, I've worked in other facilities as med surg nurse. I've worked in long-term care, hospice settings. And what I have noticed throughout my career is that I've not seen many male patients with breast cancer. I've taken care of a wide spectrum of patients from surgical ICU patients, neuro ICU patients, medical ICU patients. I've had patients with heart disease, lung disease, kidney, liver disease. I've taken care of cancer patients, but I've never really had a lot of interaction with male patients with breast cancer. In my 16 years of experience, I think I've only come across two male patients that were diagnosed with breast cancer. One of them in particular was he was HER2 positive metastatic breast cancer, and his cancer had spread throughout his body. Um, Young gentleman, not much history on him. He was admitted in the hospital only for a brief time, so didn't have a whole lot of information or interaction with him. I didn't have direct care of this patient,
Mhm.
but it was an interesting case because, as I said, I had never really
Wow.
experienced having a male patient with breast cancer. And like most people commonly believe that men can't develop breast cancer because they don't have breasts.
Hmm.
But every male is born with a small amount of breast tissue. They're less likely to develop breast cancer than females, but they have the potential to develop breast cancer because they do have a small amount of breast tissue. And what was interesting to me with that one case that I came across was there was no predisposing factors with this particular patient. From what we knew, there was no family history. I don't think this gentleman had any idea that he could get or would get it.
Wow.
And usually the signs or the predisposing risk factors that you look for with men who may develop is if they do have a family history, if there's a female in their family, mother, grandmother, aunt, sister, who has been diagnosed with breast cancer, or if they have any medical history themselves, a medical condition that would increase their levels of estrogen.
Is that what, excuse me, that what, when you say he was HER2, well, I know, but just for the public, you say he was HER2 positive,
Yes,
so that means hormones
yes,
driven? Okay.
yes, hormone driven. So um, males who have medical issues that could cause them to have increased levels of estrogen, that could increase their risk of developing breast cancer that's HER2 positive because it is, like my mom said, is hormone driven. So it's real important for men to be screened. I know there's a lot of emphasis on screening for rectal cancer in men, prostate cancer,
Mm-hmm.
colon cancer. Um, but breast cancer in men, because it's so rare and you don't hear about it that often, that's still one of the cancers that you do have to be screened for, that you need to be aware of. Your general health overall You should be more proactive in being screened, making sure that your blood pressures are controlled. If you have a history of a family history of diabetes, make sure that you're getting your A1C checked, making sure that your diet is controlled. If you have any type of lung, liver, kidney issues, heart issues, make sure you see your doctor regularly, so that you're not at a point where it's emergent and you're having to be rushed to an emergency room because you have high blood pressure and you suddenly have a stroke. Because, hypertension is a silent killer. A lot of times we don't know that we have high blood pressure because a lot of people, they don't regularly go to the hospital. A lot of people I've talked to, from patients, family members, friends, the general consensus is, well, I feel fine, so I don't need to go to the doctor. Or I don't want to know. If I'm feeling well, I don't want to know. If I go to the doctor, I'm going to get bad news. That's not the case. That's not the case.
Yes.
It's it becomes an issue, like I said, when you wait till the last minute and you don't know and you're blindsided by it. Then when you're blindsided by an emergent situation, it creates a ripple effect throughout your life and your family's lives. Getting screened, getting regular physical checkups, it puts you in the driver's seat. It lets you have control over your own health, over the decisions you need to make for yourself, for your family, and for your future in any case or eventuality that you do have a medical emergency that may pop up. Or you could potentially prevent any medical emergency from popping up. So it's always a positive to go see your doctor, talk to your doctor, talk to your family members.
Yes,
Find
yes.
out your
Your
own
history.
history, your family history, your medical history, because you may have a family member who has something that you never even knew about. They never talked about it. And our health is something that we don't discuss on a regular amongst our family members,
Right.
amongst ourselves, because we don't want to be burdened with um, more than what we already have to deal with in life. But it doesn't become a burden if you take control of it. So I always try and encourage the people that I talk to, whoever they are, like I said, family, friends, co-workers, even some patients that I take care of, please stay on top of your health. If you're already on medications, stay on top of your medications. Know what they are, why you're taking them. Know the side effects. Talk to your doctors. Always get screened. Encourage your family members. Support them with that. If you have small children, teenagers, instill in them,
Start early.
yeah, start early.
Start early.
Hey, let's stay on top of our health. We're going to try and eat healthy, be healthy. And I know that's hard in this day and age, but make teach them to make wiser choices in what they eat, what they take into their bodies. So that way we can prevent a lot of premature deaths in our society, a lot of hospital admissions, because a lot of hospital admissions can be prevented if you know ahead of time what's going on within your body. If you recognize the signs, you can prevent a lot
Right.
of things from
Right,
happening.
right. I was very, and thank you, Eileen. Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much. Uh, One thing that I did find out that this year, an estimated 2,710 men in the United States will be diagnosed with breast cancer, and black men have a higher incident rate, 2.7 out of every 100,000, compared to our white collar males at 1.9 of every 100,000. So again, it is so important. Guys, cancer does not have any, they don't care. Cancer, male, female, young. You heard it was young. old. I met a lady was 80 years old, just had her first mammogram. Another lady, 75, diagnosed with breast cancer. So it is so important to know our bodies, get checked up. And just so happens, April the 22nd, next Saturday at 11 o'clock, we're having a virtual health fair in the comfort of your own home, guys. You don't even have to get out. And you can go to www.eventcreate.com dash ehealth slash is slash wealth slash fair. That's eventcreate.com. Health is wealth.com. I'm sorry, it's health is wealth fair. So come out. It's only $5. Okay, you can't even get a coffee from Starbucks for $5. Can't get eggs almost for $5. And this is for your health. So come out. Thank you so much, and hope to see you soon. Bye.